Yes, we're going to look at demand schedule and curves. Demand schedule and what? Curves. Demand schedule. What is a demand schedule? A demand schedule is any table. A demand schedule is what? Any table that shows the relationship between the quantity of a particular commodity that a consumer demands at various prices. At various what? Prices. So demand schedule is a table showing the relationship between the prices and the quantity of that commodity demanded. You understand? So any table that you have that shows prices and what? Quantity. That shows what? Prices and what? Quantities. The relationship between the price and quantity is a what? Demand what? Schedule. And we have two types of this demand schedule. We have what we call individual demand schedule and what? Market demand schedule. Individual is for one person, one consumer. Is that clear? So we say individual demand schedule is a table which shows the different quantities of the commodity which an individual or a consumer would purchase at various what? Prices at a particular time. And we're going to show an example of a demand schedule, individual demand schedule, using the following diagram. Using the what? Using the what? Following diagram. So whenever you talk about demand schedule, you're going to have a table like this. It's a table that shows what? The what? What does it show? Relationship, isn't it? Between what? Price. Between what? Price. Price per thing in naira. Price is always in what? Naira. So it shows the relationship between price and what? Quantity demanded. Price and what? Quantity demanded. So number of things per week. Number of things per week. So this table is trying to show us the relationship between the price of one thing and the number that you demand. Let's say the price is 100, the price of one thing, of maybe milk or something. The quantity demanded will be what? 10. If the price is 80, the quantity that will be demanded, will it increase or decrease? It will increase because the price is going down. So the price will do, the quantity will increase, and that is the law of demand, isn't it? That as the price is decreasing, the quantity will be doing what? Increasing, isn't it? So let's say now that the price is what? Now 60. The quantity will increase more, back to 30. Let's say the price is now 40. What will it do to the quantity? It will increase more to 40. And the price is now as little as 20. What will be the quantity? It will increase to what? 50. Can you see that? So this table we just drew now is known as what? What is the name of this table? Demand what? Schedule. This is an individual what? Demand schedule. Individual demand schedule. Is that clear? So draw the table, sharp. Draw it. Draw it as an example. Write example, then draw it. Then we're going to look at market demand schedule. Market demand schedule. Having done individual demand schedule, we are going to look at market demand schedule. This is also known as aggregates. You can also call it aggregate or total demand. Or you can also call it composite demand schedule. Composite demand schedule. So you can call it any of these. You either call it market demand schedule, aggregate demand schedule, total demand schedule, or composite demand schedule. And it is actually a schedule or a table of all consumers of a commodity in a market, or consumer of a commodity in a market. Unlike the individual demand schedule that is talking about the individual demand. It's talking about one consumer, a particular consumer. This one is talking about all the consumers in the market. So it's a table that shows the relationship between price and the quantity demanded of all the consumers of a particular commodity in the market. So when you finish the diagram, I'll draw the diagram for market demand schedule. Market demand schedule. I'll draw the diagram for market demand schedule. Good. So I can clean up this and draw the diagram for the. So the other one is talking about, the first one we drew, price and quantity demanded. Just one quantity from one person. But if you're talking about market schedule, you're going to have a table like this. You're going to have a table like this, whereby in the first one you have what we call price. You always have price, but price per tin, and the price is always in what? Naira, isn't it? Now you have what we call, you have a line here and call it quantity demanded. You call it what? Quantity demanded by the following. It's not only one person. So you can have Mr. Obi, the quantity demanded by Mr. Obi, Mr. Ola, quantity demanded by Mr. Ola, Mr. Musa, the quantity demanded by Mr. Musa, Mrs. Edith, the quantity demanded by Mrs. Who? Edith. Then you have what we call total quantity purchased per week. Total quantity purchased per week. So that's what we have in aggregate demand schedule. Is that clear? So let's say that the price of the good commodity is 100. Mr. Obi will demand for 10. Mr. Ola 15. Mr. Musa 30. Mrs. Edith 20. And when the price is 80, Mr. Obi will demand for 20. You see it's increasing. Ola 25. Musa 40. Edith 40. And when the price is now what? 60, Mr. Obi will even increase his own more to 30. Ola 35. Musa 50. Edith 60. And when the price goes further down to 20, Mr. Obi will demand for even more, 50. Mr. Ola will demand for 55. Mr. Musa will demand for 70, and Mrs. Edith will demand for 80. You can see that as the price is reducing, their demands are what? Their demands are increasing. Is that clear? In individual demand, we'll talk about for one person, isn't it? Just price and what? Quantity demanded. But in market demand, we'll talk about price and quantity demanded by different people. You understand? For that very particular goods. Now, what is the total quantity demanded here? 20 plus 90 is 50, plus 10, 60, plus this 75. What's the total here? 125. What's the total here? 90, 140, 175. What's the total here? What's the total? 255. Okay, that's by your calculation. But that's how you get the total, by adding up the demands, isn't it? So that you can actually have your price against what quantity demanded, just like you had it in the first one. So draw the diagram. Draw the diagram. Let's draw the diagram for the market schedule. This is market demand schedule.